NUM says 119 workers remain underground at Sibanye-Stillwater's Kwezi shaft in Rustenburg. The protesting mine workers accused the mine of promising to pay them money from the employee share ownership scheme. Our reporter Zola Sholwana is at the mine. She joins us now. Zola, good morning to you. An early start for you. So we understand that some of the miners were released. What's the latest?
Well, Naledi, what I can tell you is that mine workers that outside are still standing in solidarity with those that chose to remain underground. As you'd understand that there's about 119 of them who are still underground at this point. When we spoke to mine workers last night, they were saying that their biggest demand, besides all other things that they've been crying about in this particular mine or shaft, is the issue of shares, saying that about 90 days ago, Sibanye-Stillwater promised them that they will be getting shares as the employees of the mine, and the deadline was supposed to be the 31st of the previous month, and they heard that some Sibanye workers from different shafts have received their shares. Now the question is, why haven't they received their shares? What is wrong with them? Some of the mine workers even said, if we do not fall under Sibanye, then we should be told so that we understand that we're not supposed to get benefits that are received by other mine workers. So we understand that they will be gathering here today, and operations are still suspended as far as we know, because they are saying that as long as their colleagues are underground there, which means that nothing, or there will be no movement. Another complaint, Naledi, or what they were crying about last night, is that ever since they started this protest, which was the 3rd of this month, they haven't heard from their unions, which is the NUM at this point and AMCU, saying that they've been on their own in terms of communicating with the management of the mine. And they're also saying that they haven't been transparent, because they do understand that there have been meetings or engagements between the relevant unions and the mining company, but nothing has really been communicated to them as to when should they expect to receive the funds. Another thing they mentioned is that if their colleagues that are underground decide to return to surface for whatever reason, if the mine decides to dismiss them, because they do understand that if you remain underground for a number of days, then you could possibly face charges of being dismissed at work. So they're saying if that will be the result, then they'll make sure that operations do not continue in the shafts that are being affected today. They're saying they will continue standing in solidarity with their colleagues, because they believe that this is the only language that the mine will be able to understand, so that they understand where they are in terms of their grievances, saying that some of the people that received, or rather allegedly received, these shares are people that have been working for the mine for less than a year, and there are people that have been working for the mine for over 15 years, saying that it's actually quite unfair at this point. But we are hoping to hear from the unions that have been in engagements with the mining company, and find out what were the outcomes, as we understand that the NUM said that they are coming to the shaft to intervene. So we'll be speaking to them later on. We are also hoping to get a response from the mine management as to where to from now.
You speak to NUM, and we look forward to hearing you do that, Zola. One of the things that we'll be doing at 7:15 as well is we understand that some of those members or mine workers who are staging that sit-in do belong to AMCU. So we're going to be speaking to AMCU's Deputy President, Phuthuma Manyati, at 7:15 as well, as we get all the details of that story. Very important. Thank you so much for giving us an update.